Hi, this is Curtis Fleming, host of Fly Rod Chronicles. Today we're doing a very special show. It's called Fishing for ALS. You know, I was very fortunate to meet a good friend down in Belize, Bill Somner from Texas. You know, Bill's got a wife that's been struggling with ALS. And he and Sharon used to travel the world. They used to fish together. They had a normal life. And she was attacked by ALS. And Bill coming to West Virginia, it gives him a chance to get away. But also, we're gonna bring awareness to ALS. And hopefully, it tugs a little bit at your all's hearts to get involved, to help find that cure. But we're gonna do it through fishing. So stick around.
Traveling the world, fishing, enjoying the great outdoors. Those are things that would have seemed impossible to me when I was a kid growing up in the mountains of West Virginia. I'm a lucky man, and I never want to forget it, and I'm hoping that sharing my experiences with folks will inspire them to do the same. I'm Curtis Fleming, and these are my Fly Rod Chronicles.
You know, it's a good feeling here, pulling into Harmon's Cottage is one of my favorite places. You know, Bill should already be here. He's traveled all the way from Texas. You know, I'm humbled. The greatest thing about doing this show is the people, the viewers, getting to meet different types of people. And to meet somebody like Bill and become friends, lifelong friends. And I haven't seen Bill for 2 years. And I know he's been struggling. His wife's been struggling with ALS. And I'm just looking forward to showing him our home water, showing him West Virginia, and him getting away for a little bit.
I met Curtis in Belize about 1.5 years ago. We were at the same lodge, and we got to talking and kind of got to know each other. And we talked about my wife's ALS. And Curtis says, well, maybe we could do a show highlighting ALS. And I said, great. And so this is, here we are in West Virginia in January. It's a little nippy today, but it's going to be nice tomorrow.
Man, it's great to be back at Harmon's, and I can't wait to see Bill. Bill.
Curtis.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Welcome to West Virginia.
Good to see you.
Man.
Good to see you. Doing all right?
I'm doing all right.
Good, good.
Hey, I can't wait to show you some of my waters, man.
Listen, I already got 6. I can't wait to show you where they are.
You already went fishing?
I already went fishing.
Got
you
6?
got here late. Got 6 already.
Well, you told me to be here like at 4.
Well, you're just late. And when I say 4, I mean 2.
I'm gonna have to see the evidence, you know.
I got some pictures.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you.
We're gonna have fun this week.
We will, thank you.
Did you really
We'll have a great
get?
time.
You really get 6?
I really got 6. It's great.
They snuck out without me and got over here and caught 6 fish. You know, I'm blaming that on Ed. Ed's a sneaky guy, and I think he had it planned and probably got a hold of Bill and said, let's hit the river before Curtis gets over here.
When you visit Harmon's Luxury Log Cabins, you'll notice that all of our cabins blend in very well with our natural surroundings. We try to manage the stream accordingly as well. We want you to have that remote feeling when you're on the stream. And you know the old saying, trout don't live in ugly places. And I think Harmon's Luxury Log Cabin exemplifies that.
There's a lot of challenges to fishing in the cold, but sometimes the challenges make it fun because you have to figure out where are the fish? What fly am I going to use in this kind of cold weather? You know, what bugs are there for them to eat? What do we have to do to actually catch fish? And so it'll be exciting to get out there and see if we can outsmart the fish really.
Got first cast, baby. Curtis Fleming's new rod.
This new Curtis Fleming signature feels good though. I mean, it's got good action, fights the fish good.
It's definitely a better fish. It's a good fish.
Yeah, that's a better fish than I thought. Nice little catch and release on him. He's ready to go. He's gone. He's out of here.
All right, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Stick around. When we come back, Bill and me are going fishing. This segment is brought to you by
Fly Rod Chronicles signature rods.
Welcome back to Fly Rod Chronicles. We're getting rigged up here at Harmon's Cottages. Come up here to fish with Bill. Bill has already been out scouting for us.
It's a fish. I'm happy. I'm tickled pink.
Bill's a fishaholic. He just couldn't take it, you know, coming up here all the way from Texas. He had to get on the water. So I got some catching up to do. I don't even need to go through these flies. I mean, it's gonna take all the guesswork out of it. He's got it figured out for us.
I like this green woolly bugger and some kind of hare's ear or pheasant tail on the bottom. They were taking both flies.
Gotcha.
They were pretty subtle takes.
All right.
But you know, you're an experienced fisherman. I have the greatest confidence in you.
Well, you're a few up on me, you know.
I know you're going to have to work to catch me.
Well, I'm going to.
I'm down here working with Curtis and his crew at Fly Rod Chronicles. We're going to highlight ALS on this show and hopefully make people more aware of the disease and give a donation to help with research.
You know, when he and I started talking about fishing for ALS, bringing awareness to ALS through fishing, you know, Bill said, it may not save my wife's life, but you know what? I've got grandchildren. And after I'm long and gone, maybe this is a start of finding a cure or deterring it, slowing it down. It just touched my heart, and I thought, you know what? Let's bring Bill to West Virginia and show him what we're about over here. These guys spotted a big fish out here, definitely over 20 inches. And the more you look out here, there's multiple fish, but he's going straight after the big guy. You ready, Bill?
I'm ready.
You gonna make it happen?
Just tell me when to let her rip.
Hey man, let it happen. Let me get out of your way here.
All right, there we go. That's getting closer.
There you go. There you go. Oh, he got a beast.
Yeah.
You got a beast. I mean a beast. Look at this guy. Bill, you're the man.
All right.
Holy Toledo. Bill, this thing is absolutely amazing.
That's a nice fish.
Oh my goodness. This thing is huge. Ed, be careful. Oh man, look here. These guys are gonna try to net it. We got ice.
Gotta get him up here, Bill.
Okay.
Be easy, brother, be easy. Oh my goodness. Oh!
No! Oh. 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 Oh, gosh. Guides did everything they could. Sometimes they just get off. Matter of fact, it almost fell in the water when the ice broke.
I know, man. That was an
a nice
absolute
fish.
beast.
Yeah,
That was a beast.
that was. Michael, you okay? Get your blood pumping pretty good. You don't really feel the cold, I can tell you that.
I guarantee you. That's
Well, that was a good fish.
that was a beast. That's fishing.
That's fishing. It's fishing.
Hey, conditions are tough. I mean, you know, for an example, that fish, if it wasn't for that ice, these guys would have been able to get right out to it. But you know, I mean, they're out there, they kind of put their lives on the line, you know?
Conditions are a little tough. It's cool, but the fish are willing, so I think we'll go out and try to get some more.
And you know, the thing is, you fooled him, you hooked him. You know, again, you would have landed him if it wasn't for the ice, but that's fishing.
You know, this is not catching.
That's
this is
right,
fishing,
that's right.
and sometimes the fish wins.
You know, folks, it's January. It got down into single digits today. I hope you're at home on your couch near a fireplace and you're warm. It's West Virginia. Last week it was 70 degrees. Like I said, it's been down into single digits. But you know what? We are fishing for ALS. And it is a very difficult and tough thing to talk about. I couldn't think of a better way to do it. It's tough and rough elements.
My wife Sharon and I have been married for 47 years, And in November of 2013, she was diagnosed with ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a neurodegenerative disease and there's no cure. There's not a lot that can be done. We're doing the best we can. We're just praying nightly that we will have some type of either a cure or medicines to help stop this disease and the wasting away of the bodies.
So the key to finding a cure is research, from stem cells to immune therapies to genetic therapy. All of these are at hand's grip. But without research, we can't move. It takes money. And with our economy and the limitation of governmental funds for research, we depend on donations. We depend on altruism and charity, because that actually has had a greater impact than what we get from federal funds. I'm not ashamed to ask for it, because I'm not ashamed to fight for my patients.
Stick him.
Attaboy, attaboy.
Welcome back to Fly Rod Chronicles. We've just got another nice fish on here in Cabins, West Virginia at Harmon's.
Nice fish, Bill. That's awesome. You're a machine. Nice.
All right.
Ed's starting to get better at that net job. You know, after you do about a dozen a day, you're...
I think a couple more, he's going to be maybe just right. We'll have him trained. What do you think, Curtis?
Well, you know, he's getting there.
It's Westerville Ecological Services. Time for conservation.
We manage approximately 2 miles of private trophy trout stream, and we're very conservation minded. We practice strict catch and release policies, single barbless hooks, and insist that all of our guests use nets in handling the fish. When you're a guest at Harmon's Luxury Log Cabins, your fishing privileges are automatically included with your cabin rental. We try to limit the number of fishermen on any given day to a reasonable number that the stream can support. We do occasionally sell a daily rod fee, but that's the exception, not the rule. We have 20 luxury log cabins streamside, so our number of fishermen are always limited by our occupancy capacity. We try not to have too many fishermen on the stream at one time, and we only sell a rod fee when our stream will support that.
You know, don't get me wrong, I love fishing, and you know, this is in my backyard, but to have Bill come up here from Texas and you know, knowing, again, you know, Bill is escaping. Bill is getting away for a few days. You know what? This is all about Bill. This is about him getting out here and catching fish. You're gonna see me a lot standing on the sidelines because I'm his biggest cheerleader. Good job, Bill. Attaboy.
He came back downstream to get him.
Yeah, he did. I saw him come up out of there. Nice.
My wife Sharon and I have been married for 47 years, and in November of 2013 she was diagnosed with ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. I've never seen a person with a disease like she has have such a good outlook on life. We want to find a cure for this disease, not only for Sharon, which we don't know if that'll happen or not, but people down the road.
You know, I can only be a friend to Bill. I can't say that I've walked in his shoes, but I also can't imagine what all he's been through. You know, it's really cool to see Bill out here smiling. Every fish, just thanking the Lord and just praising God for being out here. And it just humbles me and it tugs at my heart to know that he's over here in my home state having a good time. You know, that's one thing I love about fly fishing. It just has that way of re-energizing people.
There he is, there he is.
I love fly fishing because it's beautiful scenery. You're typically on beautiful water. It gives you a solitude and a time to think about what's going on in the world. And at the same time, you pay attention. And it's a wonderful sport. And I just got hooked, and I love it dearly.
Be careful, Ed.
That's good fish, man. Pretty fish. Attaboy. Man, if you had a netter, you'd be all right, you know?
Good job, Ed. Way to go! That's what I'm talking about now.
Man, he's fat, isn't he? I mean, I'm talking about the fish here, not Ed. I mean, you know.
That's a beauty.
Oh, Bill.
That is a good fish.
Nice, nice. Go ahead and just lower him right in the water. Nice.
All right. See if he'll take off there. There
Nice.
he goes. Nice job. Thank you.
Good job,
Ed.
guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Curtis.
You're the man.
He
You're
was
the man.
great. He was great. Thank you.
Here, give me a hand. I'll get you up out of here.
He's a good Christian man, he's a good person, and I've been here one day, and we've already laughed so much and had such a great time that I 3 more days of this, and I'll be recharged and ready to go back home with a new perspective. But Curtis has been just absolutely wonderful and just as easygoing as you could possibly believe.
We'll be right back with Fly Rod Chronicles with Curtis Fleming and the crew.
Gotta get there one way or another. I'm a fishing bum.
This piece of property at Harmon's here in West Virginia is just beautiful. I've been all over the world, and it's amazing to me how this ranks right up there with all the places I've been. When you think about it, this actually looks like places in New Zealand. It actually looks like places in Mongolia. It actually looks like places in Chile. So, you know, West Virginia's got spectacular scenery, no doubt about it.
You know, for people out there that says, you know what, I can't fly fish during this time of the year.
You can fly fish. There's they're eating. The fish are eating, and you know, we're seeing one right here rising a little bit coming up, and
just taking midges, right?
Yeah, taking little flies, and that's pretty exciting for a fisherman.
It really is. It's really cool for Bill to come all the way from Texas, and he caught a lot of good fish this week. You know, Harmon's is known for that big fish, and I just really wanted to get Bill on that big fish and let him go back to Texas and tell all his friends what West Virginia's like. It's getting a good drip.
Dig him! There he is!
Oh, he's got a beast! You got a beast! I mean a beast! Look at this guy. Bill, you're the man. Bill, this thing is absolutely amazing. Attaboy!
Sure.
Bill, that's a good one.
It's a good fish, Curtis. Good fish.
That's a beauty.
Sweet.
It's a beauty.
Proud of you, buddy.
There aren't any bad fish.
No.
I want to thank Curtis, his crew, Harmon's, Luxury Cabins here in West Virginia. I just can't thank them from the bottom of my heart enough for filming this show, making the awareness of ALS, and we're hoping raise some funds for research. It's just, I just can't thank Curtis enough, and just thank you.
It's time for Trout Unlimited's Release of the Week.
Man, that was a good one, Bill.
It's great, Curtis.
Jeez.
Had a great day. Thank you.
This has been unbelievable. Ed, thanks for putting us on some good fish out here in wild, wonderful West Virginia. And we're shivering, and it's I think it's double digits now, isn't it?
It's double digits. I think it's time maybe for a hot chocolate or a coffee.
There you go. And double digits fish too.
Yes, you can't beat that.
You know, we came out here to fish for ALS, and Bill, I know it's close to your heart, and I know Sharon's on your mind back home, and but you know, our viewers out there, how can they get involved? How can they help?
Well, the biggest way is donations of money to ALS research. We go to Methodist Hospital in Houston, Texas. You could send a donation to Sharon Somner in honor of Sharon Somner, and send it to the neurology department at Houston Methodist, and you can look it up on Google it, and you can find it and send it to them.
I'll tell you what, we went out and fished for it, didn't we?
We did.
And
we had a great time.
And you know, there's a little irony to this. I mean, she's a fighter.
She's a fighter.
These fish were fighting.
They were fighting.
We're fighting elements.
My wife's ALS it's a terrifying, it's a devastating disease. She's my hero. She to think laying there knowing you're gonna die and having such a good outlook, and not really getting down that much and stuff, and all the things she goes through. I know some other people have had the disease who didn't fight. One guy died in 10 months that I knew. Sharon's been 4.5, 5 years because she's a fighter, and she, you know, she wants to live to see her grandkids grow up, and so it's tough. But it's got to be a lot tougher on her than me.
Buddy, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you having me, Curtis.
You're the
Thank
man.
you. I mean, anytime, and Ed, thank you for a great job, being a wonderful guide for us.
Thank you, Bill.
And you know, it's just a spectacular day. You know, and Curtis, I can't thank you enough, not only for doing this show for ALS, but all the things you do for you know, healing waters and wounded warriors, and all the things that you do, and children and fly fishing. It's just wonderful. I just thank you.
That means a lot.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
That means a lot, brother. Yep. Hey, good times out here in West Virginia, and we got to end it. Come back next week for more Fly Rod Chronicles.
And I'm just a fishing bum. If I don't have the gas, then I stick out my thumb. I've gotta get there one